Freedom, freedom over fame. Freedom over cycle stays the same.
Hi, I'm csBailey. Welcome to Start Fresh, the morning podcast that will change your life. Get ready for quick 10-minute episodes with my mom, csBailey. Perfect for starting your day or joining you on your commute. Start Fresh brings you happy thoughts and positive vibes to help you take on the world with a smile. Get ready to embrace a fresh outlook. Set powerful intentions and live your best life. Join my mommy csBailey for some real talk and loving guidance to make every day amazing. It's time to transform and start fresh. Let's go.
Freedom over fame. Freedom over fame.
Welcome to the Start Fresh podcast, your morning boost with csBailey, the brand architect. In just 10 minutes, we'll elevate your mindset from ordinary to extraordinary and unshackle your true potential. Ideal for your daily commute or morning routine? Let's cultivate a positive mindset and powerful intentions together. Dive into authentic, unfiltered guidance for unwavering optimism and renewed energy. It's time for an extraordinary transformation. Get ready to start fresh.
Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up. Come on. Wake up.
Good morning, family. Welcome to another episode of the Start Fresh podcast, the morning podcast designed to elevate your mindset from ordinary to extraordinary and to unshackle your true potential. I'm your girl, csBailey, the brand architect, and your tenacious accountability ally. This morning's episode is titled, How Do You Really Feel? In this episode, we'll be discussing the importance of mental health, self-evaluation, and encouraging you to seek assistance or support if needed. Remember, there's nothing wrong or weak about asking for help. We all, especially now, we all need love and support. So let's build. Have you ever had a moment where you just didn't know how to describe what you were feeling? Understanding our emotions is not always an easy task, especially when we often we want to put on a brave face, or we sweep our feelings under the rug. I know I've done that, right? To help us with this, I want to share a simple exercise you can try. I want you to grab a piece of paper or use a voice app, right? So use the piece of paper to write it down or the voice app to record all of the feelings you experience throughout the day, right? For a day. Let's try this. It's not easy, but it's important. So write down all the feelings you experience throughout the day, from happy to sad to frustrated to grateful. Those feelings that stand out where you feel like, okay, I'm angry, I'm going to record this. Or, oh, I feel so happy, I'm going to record this, right? So writing these things down or taking note of them can bring clarity to our emotions and give us a better understanding of our current mental state. As mentioned earlier, it's important to prioritize your mental health. One way we can do this is by conducting a mental health self-evaluation every now and then, right? Ask yourself the following questions and be brutally honest with yourself about it. 1, how am I feeling emotionally today, right? Or even in the season, how am I feeling overall? 2, what are my main stressors right now? We all have stressors. What are my main stressors right now? Number 3, how am I managing these stressors, right? And number 4, do I have healthy coping mechanisms in place? Yes, we have coping mechanisms. But do you have healthy coping mechanisms in place? Are you swimming? Are you running? Are you playing bingo? I think that's my own personal coping mechanism. I haven't done that in a long time, years, but I think, I might do that this weekend. Anyway, bingo at church, right? Anyway, remember, being honest with yourself during this evaluation is key. It will help provide insight into your emotional well-being and present avenues for improvement. So let's talk about seeking help. Remember, right? Remember, It's always okay to reach out for support from friends and family members or professionals. In times of struggle or having someone to talk to can help us think more clearly and identify effective coping strategies. One Bible verse that aligns with this thing of seeking assistance and support that comes to mind for me is Matthew 11:28, right? It says, "Come to me all," you guys know this one, "Come to me all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." I might have chopped that up a little bit, but you get the point, right? Let this verse remind you that it's completely okay to ask for help and find relief through genuine connections with others. If you're worried about asking for help, let me give you some ways, right, to overcome that fear. One, I want you to realize that realize that everybody has struggles, and it's normal to have them. We all do. Two, embrace the fact that asking for help is a sign of strength and courage. And number three, share your concerns with somebody you trust. So you got to have a safe space. If you don't get one, right? Get someone. Number four, give yourself permission to lean on others when needed. Right? As we come to the end of this episode, I want to leave you with some tips, right? You guys know I always got to give you some tips. Some tips on how to create a loving and supportive environment for yourself and those around you. One, I want you to communicate openly. Honesty can foster understanding between individuals, right? Two, I want you to show empathy. Walk in somebody else's shoes and provide emotional support. When we do that, I think it makes us just grateful and just humble. Three, practice active listening. Don't just say you're listening. Really, really listen. Show interest in understanding another person or the other person's feelings. Four, encourage healthy coping strategies. Suggest activities like journaling, right? Get a copy of my Start Fresh journal on Amazon. Shameless plug. But seriously, journaling, exercising, or connecting with others, it can have a positive effect on your mental health. Lastly, always be willing to extend a helping hand to those in need of support. Sometimes simply knowing that there's someone who cares can make all the difference in somebody's life. I know we're not comfortable with reaching out and asking for help, but if you're at a place where you feel like you might need some, do it, right? Because your future depends on it. I hope that you found this episode on mental health, self-evaluation, and support helpful. I want to thank you for tuning into this episode of the Start Fresh podcast. Please share it and subscribe to my YouTube channel at csBailey. To learn more about my branding and coaching services, visit my website at csBailey.com and follow me on all social at csBailey. If you're a purpose-driven woman, please take a moment to join my Global Women's Podcast Network. She is still dope. I said podcast network. It's a movement, right? Our podcast network is launching next week. It's going to be phenomenal, but it is a whole movement, a whole online community. So many amazing things in there that we're talking about, from tech to daily inspiration to an incubator listen, check it out. sheisstilldope.com/app or sheisstilldope.com. And I want you guys to remember, ultimately, let's get back to the point of this episode. Remember to take care of yourself and to check in on your loved ones. Be open and honest and loving, as we all strive to create a more supportive environment for one another and especially ourselves. Do a check. Are you okay? How do you really feel? Until next time, stay strong. And no matter what, keep moving forward.
Hey y'all, it's Rain Bailey. I just wanted to thank you for listening to Start Fresh with my mom, csBailey. We hope you enjoyed the positive vibes and feel ready to conquer the day. Remember, you can learn more about her and her services at imcsbailey.com. Also, don't forget to follow my mom on all social media platforms at imcsbailey for more uplifting content. Now, go out there and start fresh. Catch you on the next episode.
This episode of Start Fresh has been sponsored by The Hustle Agency. The Hustle Agency is dedicated to helping women and minority entrepreneurs build successful and sustainable brands. They offer a range of services tailored to your needs. Find out more about how they can support your business journey by visiting their website at thehustleagency.com. And stay updated by following them on social media at The Hustle Agency. If you're interested in sponsoring an episode of the Start Fresh podcast, just like the Hustle Agency, reach out to us. Our extraordinary host, csBailey, will personally showcase your brand's unique qualities to her engaged audience. Thank you for your support, and remember, it's never too late to transform your mindset and start fresh.